I spent my morning watching YouTube videos on how to declutter your closet and find your style. And then I went through and did declutter my closet, and I've got a couple bags of clothes here that I'm going to be donating. After I did that, I decided to go through my makeup collection. And so this video is a makeup declutter. If you've been watching my channel, you would know that I have been on a makeup no-buy for a while now. I think 8 months. And I've only made one makeup purchase in that time frame, and I feel like I've done very, very well. I've also been wearing a lot less makeup, and I've been wearing makeup less often. Therefore, I just don't need as much as I have. Some of these items are in great condition. I'll give to friends and family. Some of these I got in PR, some I bought myself. It doesn't mean I hate the product, etc., etc. You know the usual makeup declutter disclaimer, so let's get started. All right, this is a Tupperware container that I got from our kitchen because I couldn't find anything else to put this stuff in. Let's just go ahead and start on top. There are eyeshadow palettes in here. There are face products. There is a lot. This here is a product I really like. I do. It's the Undone Beauty Nonzer. But it's basically a highlighter. It's a 4-in-1 highlighting palette. And I actually really like this, but I rarely wear highlight anymore. And I have a few favorites, and I just stick to those. This is a lovely product. 4 stripes. Very, very pretty. I love them all. I have the highlighters that I like. I mostly reach for the Becca ones, which is not that often because most days I don't wear highlight. Like today, not wearing any highlighter. All right, this is something I got in PR that I just don't think I'm ever going to wear. It's the Pokemon ColourPop Cream Blush in this purple color. It is pretty. It is pretty. It's called Hypnosis, but I'm not going to wear this. Like, let's just be realistic here. And the palette I had, and I did really like it, but then my sister saw it and she's like, oh, this is really cool. And I was like, well, you can have it. I have so much makeup. So that worked out well. This little ColourPop quad is very simple. It's good, but I just have these colors a million times over. This is in Beachy Keen. And then let's see, I'm just picking things out randomly. This is the Flower Nose. This is the highlighter, liquid highlighter. It's very pretty, but it's kind of one of those like ethereal duochrome shades, which I'm just not going to wear that often. I'll wait for the eyeshadow palettes. Let me get through the other stuff first, and then we'll do eyeshadow palettes. So I do have more ColourPop because I have gotten a decent amount of ColourPop PR in the last year. It doesn't mean I don't like their products. I love a lot of their products. I just have a lot of duplicates, and so these Super Shock shadows I've never even used, so it's like, well, I can easily give that to someone else. This is one from the Pokemon collection. It's an orange shade. This is a purple called Ripple. I've never used this one either, so I figure, why keep that around? There's no point. There's another one here. This is from the Pokemon collection also. Beautiful mint shade. And yeah, I've never used this one either, so why bother? No need to keep these around. All right, I do have these eyeshadow sticks from them. I kept some of them. These are from the Winx collab. Some of the shades I have worn actually quite a bit, like the light purple and the light pink. These shades I just don't think I'm going to wear. This is a blue shade. These are nice though because you just put them on and I don't even need eye primer and they don't crease. So that's pretty cool. This shade is like a greenish burgundy duochrome. Not going to wear it. So why bother? Also, these, I've had these for a while and I kept some of the shades that I do really like. Again, I'm just not going to wear these that much. These are their liquid shadows that are multi-chromes. These are really, really pretty, but it's just not something I'm reaching for a lot. There's actually only one lip product in this whole declutter, and that is this NYX Butter Gloss. This was a free gift with purchase from Ulta a few years ago. I actually love the butter glosses. I have several, but I don't know. When I'm reaching for a brown lip gloss, I don't really pick this little thing. And I've had it for a while. It's nice. I do like it. What's the shade called? It's called Cinnamon Roll. It's just, I don't use it. Here's something else. I think this is a theme here. Things I'm just realistically not going to use. This is super cool. This is from What's Up Beauty, but this is a glitter eyeliner. I'm not going to wear glitter eyeliner. I'm just not. Just keeping it real. These are ColourPop. These are liquid highlighter drops that I tried a couple of times and I liked them, but just don't feel the need. Don't feel the need. And let's just do, I think, what's going to be the last of the ColourPop for a while. These three cream serum blushes. These are good. I like them, but I've had these for a while and they're like separated. They're probably fine. I know, but I don't want to do it, guys. I'm being realistic here. Like, I'm not reaching for this stuff. So why bother? And I have so much makeup that I do absolutely love and I want to wear. And I have more makeup than I can possibly wear because nowadays I'm only even wearing makeup maybe a couple times a week. And when I do, I skip a lot of steps that, I used to do every single day, like highlighter, but I haven't done that in a while. So it's not like I'm going to get rid of all my highlighters, but I'm just going to keep the ones that I really like, that I know I'm going to want to use. Okay, a couple more things before we get into the palettes. This is a cream highlighter from Sydney Grace, and this I've never used, and I think I got this when I got their mystery bag last year. I haven't used it in over a year. So clearly this is just, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. Someone else can use it. This is a product that it's getting old and it's kind of making me nervous. It's the Purely's Blush Glow BB Cheek color. It's a liquid blush. I haven't used it in a while and I've had it for like 4 or 5 years. So it's kind of getting up there. This concealer from Smashbox, they sent me 2 shades, one that was a perfect match, and I used it up completely. I loved it, but this one is just too dark, and I thought, oh, I'll keep it, use it as cream bronzer. I have enough bronzers. I'm not going to do that. That's just, no, I'm not going to do it. Just not. Yeah, it's the 4-in-1 Perfecting Pen, but the one that I had in my shade was fantastic and really, really nice. Okay, so all that's left, palettes. There's only one Chic palette, so let's just do that one. Why have I kept this around for so long? I don't know. Other than the colors are pretty. This is from Shany. It's a powder blush palette. I bought this so many years ago on Amazon, and I like the shades, I do, but I have better blushes. It's not bad. I just have better blushes. And I like a more subtle blush nowadays, like what I'm wearing today. And these are pretty intense. They are good. They are. Particularly, I like this row here. And just, why do I still have this? Let's be realistic. Okay, the rest are eyeshadow palettes. Juvia's Place The Berries palette. This is a palette I actually have used a lot, but I was actually going through my palette collection. Initially, what I was going to film today, by the way, was going to be the best fall eyeshadow palettes. So I started looking through my palettes and I was going to pick some out for that video. And then along the way, I saw some of these palettes in there that I was like, I haven't used that in a while, or I don't really want to use it. So I decided to do this instead, but I do still want to do that video, by the way. I've used this a lot. It is good. Just, I have burgundy shades over and over again. I do. This is one that I bought quite a while ago now, and I've used like twice, and it is this Beauty Bay Brights palette. Just not going to wear it. I'm just not. I love a bright inner corner like I have today, but I have these shades throughout other palettes. I don't need an entire Brights palette. Like this shade is like a bright shade from the Nomad Chicago palette, which I love, by the way. So there's just no point in having an entire Brights palette when I have these shades sprinkled through the rest of my collection, and there's just, again, there's no point. That's the theme. This is a palette actually I've used a lot, but I haven't used it in a while. It is the ColourPop On The List palette, and it's lovely. I love the colors in it. It's just been sitting there though, and I don't know. I haven't used it. This is one, I almost got rid of this so many times in the last few years, and I kept it through several declutters. I would grab it every time I did a makeup declutter, and I was like, oh, I should get rid of this. But I was like, no. I like it. I do. I've used it a decent amount. It's the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. It's just not my favorite formula. This formula is like a 6 out of 10. And I have so many palettes that are 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 on formula. So even though I like these colors, it's going to go. Another one, this is one I got in PR actually, and I've never used it. And it's another bright, colorful palette. So realistically, I'm not going to use it. It is from Alter Ego. It is the Mystique palette. It's beautiful, and I actually really like the Alter Ego formula. I do have others of their palettes. Some I bought myself, some I got in PR, but I'm just not going to use this, and I haven't even touched it. So it's perfect. And then last up is a palette that I bought several years ago, and I can't even remember the last time I used it. I think I used it like when I first got it. It is the Unearthly Cosmetics Surrender eyeshadow palette. I got this in their Valentine's box, which really ended up being a giant waste of money for me because I'm pretty sure I've decluttered everything in there. The lip products gave me like a bad reaction on my lips. The Cheek palette is super shimmery. It's pretty, but I essentially never wear it. And this palette, I've hardly worn it. I think I've used this like 4 times. And I bought that, I think, 3 years ago. Oh, I'm so mad that I got that. That was $100 that I wasted, and I hardly used any of the items in there. Oh, what was I thinking? Bad purchase, bad purchase. But hey, now I've learned my lesson, and I'm not buying stuff like that anymore. So yeah, even though I do like this formula, and I do have another Unearthly Cosmetics palette, which I am keeping, just this particular color story I have in so many other palettes, particularly the Natasha Denona Love palette and many more. And I don't need to be keeping a bunch of pinks and reds when I'm not wearing them that often. Okay, that is it for this declutter, and I'm proud of myself. I am, and I'm also very happy that I did the closet declutter that I did earlier today. So that's it. I'm just trying to, keep the things I use, not have an excess amount of stuff in my whole home. And I want to have the stuff that I'm going to use. And even though these products aren't bad, some of them I just have duplicates. I have very, very similar shades. I reach for other products more. And so I'm being realistic. And I'm proud of myself. So if you're new, I hope you'll subscribe for more. Let us know if you decluttered anything lately. And yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.